Right guys, Red Raw back again with another little video, something a little bit different. You'll be pleased to know it's not a Couch Scout report. I know some of you do like them, some of you are indifferent, but it's what I do a lot of, I suppose, but this one's not that. This is more to do with discussing if Liverpool have a homegrown issue for next season, even, if I can spit it out. So, under the Premier League compliance rules, each club can have a squad of up to 25 players with a maximum of 17 non-homegrown players. Under 21 players are not counted towards this limit. So a homegrown player is one registered with a English or Welsh club for 3 seasons before their 21st birthday. Scottish, Irish and Northern Irish are not classed as homegrown. So our non-homegrown players at the moment are Alisson Becker, Georgi Marmadashvili, Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, Kostas Tsimikas, Andrew Robertson, Milas Kerkez, Wataru Endo, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Florian Wirtz, Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Mohamed Salah, Federico Chiesa, Cody Gakpo, Diogo Jota and Calvin Ramsey. So at the moment we have 19 non-homegrown players, so we're 2 over the limit already. And the homegrown players are Freddie Woodman, the new goalkeeper, Jeremy Frimpong, Joe Gomez, Curtis Jones, Connor Bradley, Harvey Elliott, Tyler Morton and Owen Beck. Is that right? Yeah, apparently so. In the under 21s, we have got Jayden Dans, James McConnell, Trey Neone, Amara Diallo, is it? Stefan Bajcetic, Armen Pesky and Ben Doak. So I think the homegrown players to free up spots that are most likely to leave will be one of Tsimikas or Robbo, Federico Chiesa, Darwin Núñez and Calvin Ramsey. And then we're probably going to lose a few of the homegrown players as well, like Harvey Elliott, Tyler Morton, and I'd expect Owen Beck to leave, possibly just on a loan. Under 21s, Ben Doak will probably leave. I could see Stefan Bajcetic leaving also. Did I say Tyler Morton to leave as a homegrown player? Yes, I did, yeah. So if those non-homegrown players, like one of Kostas, Tsimikas, Robbo, Chiesa, Núñez and Ramsey leaves, they all leave, that leaves us with 15 homegrown players, so we'd have 2 non-homegrown spots we could fill. So I think we will look to possibly, like Mark Gay makes sense for a lot of reasons, obviously he's classed as homegrown. I think if we're going to add another striker, he's probably not going to be a homegrown player, but we do have the wiggle room if those players move. So it's not as bad as what I thought it was. I thought we would be in a bit of danger with homegrown. And obviously you don't have to register a 25-man squad. I think we managed with 21 in January onwards, I believe. Something like that. But yeah, it's just interesting, something a little bit different. So it's like if we, say we get down to the 15, just seeing if there's anybody else who could possibly leave who's non-homegrown. Maybe Konate, if he doesn't want to sign, I think he could possibly leave. Also Endo, but unless he's on, if he wants to stay and just play a bit part, if he's happy to do that, I'd keep him around because he's good at what he does for that sort of thing. So there's another possible 2 spots, so that would bring us down to 13. I don't think any of the others, maybe Diaz and Jota. So there is wiggle room. I suppose if your homegrown players do leave, you can replace them, can't you? But I do think we need to add 1 or 2 more homegrown players though, or basically under 21s maybe. But yeah, just something a little bit different, guys. I found it interesting because I thought we was in a bit more of a issue with the homegrown rules, but apparently not. So we've got plenty of wiggle room once we start offloading the likes of Nunes and one of Simicast's Robbo, Calvin Ramsey, Chiesa, if Diaz goes, Jota if possible. But yeah, just thought it would be interesting, guys. Something a little bit different. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions, guys. Did you follow it? Was it a bit over your head like it was me? Hopefully I've explained it pretty decent enough, just to allay any fears that we might be in trouble for homegrown, but we won't be. But I do expect us to be looking at that sort of market of people who are homegrown, just to give us a bit more wiggle room for other players that may leave and we need to bring in new faces for. So yeah, do leave me a comment, guys. You know, your comments give me the motivation to carry on making videos for you. If you haven't done so already, also please consider subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you that's already done so thank you very much for that. Also, if you do like my content and you find it entertaining for any reason and you would like to support the channel further, but only if you're in a position to do so, there'll also be a couple of links in the video description and on my channel page as always. Alright guys, I do hope you found it interesting, and yeah, just leave me a comment, guys. Alright, I shall catch you on the next one, but for now, Red Raw and out.